welcome back to the Chord Library here at Rockatar.com. As always, it's great to see you, and thanks for continuing on learning all of these great guitar chords. So we've got a new chord today. It's called the E minor chord. It's actually a pretty simple chord. There's not an easy way to play it. It's just easy. So we're going to learn the real full chord, and it only has 2 fingers. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to play that chord right now. You're going to take your peace sign once again, and if you've learned the D chord in our chord library, then this will be real simple because it incorporates our peace sign. Okay, so that's the 2 fingers. If you could make a peace sign, you could play the E minor chord. So here we go. We're going to take our peace sign and we're going to put finger number 1 on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and finger number 2 on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So really, they're right next to each other, as you could see right here. So it's not difficult, and that's the E chord. It's as simple as that. So let's try that again, and then we'll play it, okay? Get out your peace sign, grab the back of the neck, take your peace sign, your 2 fingers, and put your 1st finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Now, if you're having a little trouble positioning exactly where your fingers go when they're next to each other, you know, you could move them around a little bit. You want them touching, and you want them to be comfortable, and you want them to kind of be a little bit of an angle, at an angle. So if you see, I don't, like the D chord, we kind of have our fingers straight down. With the E chord, since they're on strings that are adjacent or right next to each other, we need to angle them a little bit. Okay, so get comfortable. So once you've got your peace sign on strings 4 and 5 on the 2nd fret, and you're pressing down, we're going to go back to the body of the guitar, and I'm going to show you how to strum this chord. And this is a great chord to strum because guess what? We're going to strum all the strings on this chord. Make it a lot of fun. So you don't have to worry about strumming certain strings and not strumming other strings. So here we go. We just take our pick and we're going to strum from the top string or the 6th string. And there we go. Now I did strum each string individually, and I will do that again because it's important to make sure that each string is resonating, which means you can hear the sound of the string. So we can hear all 6 strings resonating. Do you notice that E minor chord? It's a little different from the sound of some of the other chords that we've been learning in the chord library. The E minor chord is kind of like a little bit of a sad chord, different from the major chords, which are happy chords. So we have major chords and we have minor chords. This happens to be a minor chord, and minor chords do have a little bit of a somber or a sad sound or quality to them. So here we go. We're on the E minor once again. We're going to strum all the strings this time from the top one. And that's the E minor chord. So let's just do a quick review. Back up to the neck of the guitar and we'll take a look at our fingers, okay, right up here. So remember, if you could say peace, right, with your 2 fingers, you could play the E minor chord. So you take your 1st finger right on the 5th string on the 2nd fret and your 2nd finger on the 4th string of the 2nd fret, right next to each other at a nice diagonal so that you could actually see your fingernails if you're looking at yourself playing the chord. And you've got the E minor chord. Make sure you're pressing down so that the strings resonate and you hear them sound. And here we go. And that's the E minor chord. Another cool thing that we could do with the E minor chord is play it backwards too, because we play all the strings. And that even makes a nicer sound. So thanks again for being with us at Rockatar.com on the Chord Library. And that's the E minor chord. We'll see you next time.